It's track reviews.
All right. Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. It's a little dark, it's a little moody, it's a little lit, because we're on Twitch right now, live recording this, but you're watching this in a rerun, sort of re-upload to YouTube fashion and situation, and that's cool and that's fine. Thank you for watching this video. But it's time for a track review. You know what it is. Thoughts on a brand new song and single. This time around, it is a brand new cut from Anderson Paak. Looks like he is kind of finally responding to the seriousness of this current quarantine, of all of these protests, and we will see what his artistic reaction is to this. Anderson Paak, Lockdown, bam. Wow, that was powerful. That was excellent. That was some very cold-blooded, low-key, but woke as fuck funk. Great, classy groove. Very subtle, nothing too instrumentally heavy across the entire song, but little embellishments along the groove as it progressed. And I guess the low-key angle of the instrumental makes sense and is totally valid because really at the end of the day, he wants listeners to concentrate on the lyrics on this track. And because Anderson Paak lately has been doing a lot of hooks, he's been doing a lot of singing. People often forget he is a formidable rapper and lyricist as well, and he has certainly flexed that muscle on this track. Now, what I respect very much about this song, obviously, it goes beyond the message. It goes beyond the message. The message is significant. But what's really great about the lyrics on this track is that when it comes to political music, when it comes to a political statement on a song, old and new, it often is difficult to capture an entire moment on a single track, or at least even get close to that, especially when you're referencing like a very current event and you are filing through a bunch of references that are obviously going to age with time because they're a result of like a very, very immediate moment. Okay? But I think Anderson Paak did that very well because there's so many different things about these protests, the way they've been playing out, the reason for them that he touched down on in even the first verse. Loving his drop about the hazmat suit, being a little tongue-in-cheek about the virus still spreading around, which he mentions at least a few times. He mentions the secret agents in the crowd, which there has been documented evidence of that. Moving out from there, the unemployment. And he mentions a host of other things as well. There's so many different things he's capturing about this moment, and it's kind of significant because it's a very multi-layered moment. While this whole situation, is very much about George Floyd. It's very much about the police brutality. It's very much about the Black lives. Simultaneously, you're talking about these economic stressors and social factors that have also pushed people out into the streets. Would we be in this moment if life and the economy were pretty much normal and everyone had a job to go to and the government wasn't allowing the fucking pandemic to just ravage neighborhoods across the country? Probably not. If the world, for the most part, were running as normal, I feel like people would have more of a tendency to continue functioning as if things are normal and just look at the George Floyd incident as something that, well, that doesn't really affect me. But because of these protests and because of the violence that people have seen in reaction to them and the way people have been able to more easily project themselves onto protesters getting gassed and fucking beaten up who look more like them, and seeing the cops be merciless with them for doing nothing other than protesting, we've seen a huge swing in public opinion in terms of favorability toward these protests and Black Lives Matter, something that we have not seen before. And I think Anderson has done a great job lyrically of capturing this moment poetically, which again, it's a very fast moving and very volatile situation that he has captured the essence of. And I like that. So, great flow. His charisma is on point as always. Solid groove, decent progression, even though the structure is not super busy and the instrumental is not super dense. It's got everything you need, nothing you don't. And digging it, fucking with it, enjoying it. And liking it quite a bit. Let me know what you thought of this track in the comments. Over here next to my head is another video that you can check out. Hit that up or the link to subscribe to the channel. And yeah, that's it. Anthony Fantano, Anderson Paak, forever.